Hi there, it's Stephanie from Mommy Standard Time, where we save minutes and savor moments. Now, today wasn't a typical day. I don't normally shop around at so many places, but I had some very specific items I was looking for, and so I took the opportunity to find some bargains. So follow along while I shop, and then I will show you a week's worth of dinners. Okay, so we're back from the discount store. This was only 49 cents, and I have some romaine lettuce that I need to use up, so I'm gonna make probably chef salads either today or tomorrow. So I just grabbed this at the discount store because I know it is always 99 cents. And same thing with red beans. I just know that I buy them at this store because they're always 99 cents, and I didn't see them on sale for cheaper anywhere else. So I had planned on buying one box of these at Costco, and I think they are about $12 for the box. $12 or $13. And so that was just mentally in my Costco budget. These were only $3.99 a box at Grocery Outlet. So I went ahead and took the $12 that I had set aside for Costco for these exact same bars. Anyway, and then the date is June 2nd. So I bought what I thought we would eat in that amount of time. And yeah, so this is what we got from the outlet store. Okay, we are back from Winco with the bulk of our groceries for the week. I am gonna go to Costco for just a couple of things, and yes, I did go over budget. So I'll show you what I have. For produce, we got Fuji apples. This 5-pound bag was only $2.49, so 50 cents a pound, which was awesome. The romaine hearts were $1.99. Potatoes were a great price. This 10-pound was like $1.79, I wanna say. And then green onion, 4 cucumbers. We mainly eat raw vegetables with our dinners, and so we love cucumbers, one of our favorites, and celery sticks. Got some onion. Broccoli is another one of our favorites to eat raw. Some grapes. I'm just gonna do chicken salad sandwiches one night, and so I just needed a few grapes for that. We go through carrots really quickly as well. So I got another 2 pounds of those. These were a great buy. These were like 38 cents each. So we're using red peppers this week. And so that's everything for and the tomatoes on a vine were only like 60 some odd cents per pound. So that was a great deal too. So I got plenty of tomatoes. Then for pantry, we just got a couple of loaves of super cheap bread. This is my favorite. I am trying to drink less pop, and sometimes it's just that I want something with flavor. And so I do like this one. Does have a little bit of sugar, and then it's stevia for the sweetener. So I don't know. The raspberry is definitely the best flavor. Anyway, if you want to give that a go. Mac and cheese. I'm gonna do a sheet pan dinner, and the kids like to have mac and cheese when we do that. And then I was out of soy sauce. Ladybug wanted to try this fruit and cream oatmeal. She doesn't typically eat this, so I'm worried that she won't like it, but she promised that she'll eat it even if she doesn't love it. Right, sis? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to waste the purple box, do we? So we'll eat it even if we don't love it. Then a little more flour. Okay, here was the budget killer. So I was just gonna get chicken for this week. We had used the last of our ground beef, and I was like, we'll just do chicken and meatless meals this week. And then I saw this. This is what killed my budget. 10 pounds of ground beef. It's $85.15. which that's kind of the limit for me. I prefer 93.7, but $85.15 is still great. And only $27.98 for 10 pounds. So $2.79 a pound. $2.99 is pretty much my stock up price when it comes to ground beef for the amount of fat that I like. So I went ahead and got it. So I went over budget, but I'm just gonna pull that $30 from somewhere else. Try and be flexible there. Okay, so then 2 kinds of milk. Again, if you know, you know. And you might be wondering, well, if you have someone who's sensitive to lactose, why do you do meals with like sour cream? It's because we've experimented, and this particular family member is mostly just sensitive to liquid milk. This is super cheap. I think I was like 60 some odd cents. So this is great for throwing in red beans and rice, or I might use it for our sheet pan dinner. And then over here, these flat tater tots. See, I'll see if I can pull and see. They're flat and round. These are awesome in the air fryer. They crisp up really nicely. So I got some of those for a side dish. We might do breakfast burritos one morning. And then yogurt. We have been enjoying the whips and the individual yogurts, but they are really expensive. They weren't on sale. So I just got a big tub of yogurt and eggs. Okay, and I also grabbed, I forgot, I did grab a big thing of peanut butter. This was another thing that was on my Costco list, and I think cost per ounce is pretty similar to Costco, and obviously it's off-brand, but that's okay. So all in, I spent $94.23. Okay, we just got back from Costco, and yeah, things got a little out of hand. But all within reason. It was all things we, well, needed somewhat. So let's start over here with the non-food. It is now over 70 consistently the last few days, so it was time to start thinking about summer clothes. So this was cute. It had a unicorn. It says dream until your dreams come true. And then it has sparkly stars and then a gray with these cute little ruffles on the sleeves. This 3-pack was only $9.99. There you go, sis. You can go check that out. And then Buddy needed some shorts. We're struggling. He's tall and thin. And so I could only find one pair of 30s. And even 30s are a little big around, but I'm not sure these are gonna be long enough is the problem. So I'm gonna have them try them on. And then I got 2 pairs of shorts. We like the Bermuda length. And so we got her just some denim and then, ooh, these bright pink ones. We already got some shorts for Minnie, but I thought I loved this light denim. We got her some dark denim ones the other day, so she should like those. And then also, I realized we were out of vitamins for the kids, so we do calcium and then a multivitamin. I use microfiber, and I like to have a place to drape them to dry, and then also as I use them. So anyway, having those bars there will be really handy. So I got 2, one for under the kitchen sink and one for under the basement bathroom sink. Oh, and then this is what I went to Costco for. This one thing. Is that how it always goes? The Go-Gurt was only $4 for this big thing, so I went ahead and got one of those. So the deal with the freezer foods is pretty much all of this we cook in the air fryer really fast, and for the cost of one trip out for our family, we got all of this. And so it's, again, not something we eat all the time, but it's just nice to have in the freezer for those nights when you just don't have time to cook, and it saves you a trip to fast food. So this lunch meat was on the rebate this time. So this was like 7 something, really good deal. So I got one of those. I forgot bananas at the grocery store, so I got them at Costco. I don't love the Costco bananas. They seem to go from this to like black overnight. I don't know what I do wrong with the Costco bananas, but I don't typically buy the bananas at Costco. We were out of tortillas and I was excited. This was also on a rebate. I think $3.99 for 40. This was also on rebate. This is our absolute favorite jerky if you haven't had it before. And this one is the individual bag. So I'm actually taking this up to hubby at work because he likes to keep individually wrapped snacks in his desk because we don't like to invite critters up at his work. And then we have applesauce and then protein for hubby's breakfast. And then I bought all that ground beef, so we're gonna do meatball subs, and then we have sub sandwiches with our lunch meat. Anyway, I love getting these because they're only 3 something for all of these rolls, and then hamburger buns to go with our chicken patties. And then not pictured is a big thing of dog food and toilet paper. So all in, this was $309, but I pulled from the dog budget, for the dog food, from our clothing budget, from my existing Costco budget. And then I had some other cash. Okay, so we have our clearance haul from 2 stores. First up is Big Lots. Now, if you have never been to a Big Lots, you got to be careful because everything kind of has this orangey sticker and it makes you feel like it's an excellent deal, but it's not always the best deal. Anyway, but today when I was there, they had Easter food for 90% off. And these colorful marshmallows were part of that sale. And so each of these bags was only 12 cents. And they had more, but I am a firm believer in leaving enough for the next person. So I bought 4 and called it good. So those were 12 cents. Same thing with these Funfetti cake mixes. These were only 12 cents each. So yeah, we'll enjoy those. And I make my own frosting and I already have all of the stuff to do that. So that was exciting. These jelly beans, I wasn't sure if we would like the flavor of them, so I only got 1 package at 27 cents. And then the solid milk chocolate bunnies, I looked at the back and it is actual milk chocolate. Sometimes these cheap bunnies are like chocolate flavored. But I thought this would be great for, we can melt it or we can grate them onto a pudding dessert that I was going to make soon. So anyway, or the kids can just eat them. But 10 cents each. And then these were just fun little finds. These were 50% off, so these were only 75 cents. Ladybug loves making pony bead bracelets, and these were already just the perfect size for her to do that. And then how cute is this? We have, we love using sticker books, and this cute little one is perfect for traveling in the car or to church, and they just make the little faces. So fun. Do you want to take that? Okay. Ladybug wants me to show you her cute hat that we got for $3 on clearance at Walmart. Yes, that's so cute. Okay, so let's go to the clearance first. I've been on the lookout for some lamps for our nightstands for a while, and you can get some lamp bases for cheaper than this, but they're very skinny and they get top heavy, and on the nightstand, I always tip them over. So I liked that these were heavier, and yeah, $7.80. So I did have to go ahead and buy lamp shades, and these were $9.99, I think, or, you know, just shy of $10. And I think they'll be just fine. I might run to like TJ Maxx, or Ross to see if we can find one at a little better price, but otherwise I think that will work. And then also on clearance, so one lesson, if you don't shop clearance regularly, one thing is to be patient. So they have had hand sanitizer in the clearance section for weeks now. And you'll notice there have been multiple markdowns, multiple stickers. And so now hand sanitizer is marked down to 25 cents. So if you notice that there are bins upon bins of a certain item and they only have 1 sticker on them, just be patient. They'll mark them down even more. Unless it's some crazy popular item. But hand sanitizer especially, they just have too much. And so I checked. Yeah, and it's just plain alcohol, 70%. So I liked that one. So we got that. And then I think that was actually it for my Walmart clearance. So then I did finally find some ankle supports. I'm going to try this guy. But then as I was just standing there, feeling where my feet hurt, I think this might actually feel good too. A kitchen scale. If you saw my video where I took some ground beef out of the freezer and it was way less than a pound, I had eyeballed and thought that it was about a pound. It was way less. And so I was joking that I needed a new kitchen scale. So I have a ton of ground beef to process today for the freezer, and I went ahead and got a scale for that. We were baking this weekend, and I don't know where all of my measuring spoons have gone, but these looked nice. I like that they have the thinner ones to go into your spice jar and then the more rounded ones. And apparently they snap together. And I think these were less than $2. So I thought that was a good deal. And then we had some Ibotta things. So that's the other thing. If you're trying to start saving some money on your groceries and things, utilize Ibotta. And every time I'm in Walmart, I just check. I check to see if there are any freebies or things that I buy. And I try to make use of Ibotta deals while I'm there. So the Chobani Flip, it was $1.22 back when you bought 2. And these were only 97 cents. So these were like 30 something or 40 cents each. This Perfect Bar was free. And then I use this every day, pretty much. And these were 50 cents back. So I wanted to make sure that I got those for just about $1 each. Then while I was there, I just thought it would be nice with all of the tomatoes I ended up buying. I love to have rice cakes with Laughing Cow cheese and then a slice of a tomato on top. That's a great snack, and I just figured I would get some rice cakes for that. We were lower on chips than I thought we were, so I got some Funyuns for lunches and then some cheese for some sandwiches that we'll be making. And then I'm weak. I'm trying to cut back on pop. I really am. But I find that I spend more money if I don't have any pop in the house. I run to the service station more often than I should. So there you have it. So now that you've seen everything I brought home, it's time to put it all together into dinners. So first up, the night that I got back from all this grocery shopping, I was exhausted. So I did have a little bit of cooked ground beef left over from a previous dinner the night before. And I was able to just season it up according to this cheesy chili mac recipe. And the kids love it. My son doesn't love pasta, and he absolutely loves this. And if you're new here, I do serve all of our meals family style, nothing fancy. And there's several reasons I do that. But anyway, so you're never going to see a fancy table setting or plating. I will always show you my plate usually if I remember. So this was just fresh veggies and a pasta dish. Next up, this was on the day that I was processing that 10 pounds of ground beef. So I went ahead and made some burger patties, and we had hamburgers, tater tots, those tater tots from Winco, and some fresh fruit. The next night, I decided to do some chicken salad sandwiches. And the way I do it, I just do canned chicken, celery, green onion, and grapes. And then I do about 1 heaping tablespoon of mayonnaise for each can of chicken. So in this case, it was 3 big scoops of mayonnaise. And then I just use ranch dressing to get it to the consistency that we like. And everyone just had theirs on sandwich bread, but we had a couple of lonely hot dog buns, and so I put mine on some hot dog buns. The next night, this was the day that I experimented with making fry bread in the air fryer. That was a fail. So I actually fried the rest of the fry bread and made homemade refried beans in the Instant Pot and some salsa. My family absolutely loves this dinner, and it's meatless, so very inexpensive. The next day, I don't remember what it was, but we were very busy, and so we just had homemade subs with all the trimmings. For our next dinner, I just broke into that big package of chicken breasts, and I used those cheap red peppers, and I think I had a little bit of jalapeno left from the fresh salsa. I put that in there as well. And I make my own fajita seasoning. I found a recipe online that our family likes. And I think I ate mine with a salad, but we had all sorts of trimmings. We had the leftover refried beans from the Navajo tacos. And I like to just put those in a pie plate with cheese on top and put it in the oven. My family loves that. They use it as dip or they put it on their fajitas. Then the next dinner, I used the rest of the chicken. I sliced those big, thick chicken breasts in half, laid them in the pan, put ham on top, that lunch meat from Costco, with some of that Swiss cheese and breadcrumbs, and it makes a really simple chicken cordon bleu with this really yummy sauce. And then I finally opened up that bag of potatoes. We had mashed potatoes with it. And then I pieced together a salad. I didn't have everything I needed for this spinach salad that we love, but it worked just fine. And then we rounded off the week with some homemade chocolate cake with chocolate frosting that my daughter made out of a kid's cookbook. It was delicious, completely from scratch, and I feel like I have arrived in parenting now that my kids can make me cake. But anyway, that's all for this video. Please subscribe. There's more to watch from Meal Planning May, and I will see you next time.